Okay, now, well, if you say okay, that's like saying okie doke. And if you say alright, that would be more like dealing with Moorish science or Asiatic science. Okie doke would be European password. It's the same way as if you would be crossing the River Jordan, and a certain tribe had a lisp in their tongue, while others could say Shaboalith. The other ones could only say Shaboalith. Something the same way when people say vine instead of vine. But anyway, based on Asiatic rules and regulations, the foundation of Christianity began in Rome. Now, in the 1 to 10, it says 551 years. That's talking about John Wycliffe. Go to the plus degree. Plus degree takes you to John. And when the Bible was translated from Latin to English, so because in those days the English-speaking people could only listen to what the priest said, that the canon laws in the Vulgate Bible, because it was in Latin, so they would have to take the interpretation of the priest. And whether Wycliffe was instrumental in the total translation of the Bible to English so that the common man could read it. So that's 551 years ago, because that's the type of Christianity that is in the wilderness of North America. South America still has old Roman law, Roman church, Roman Catholic church. A lot of Roman Catholic church in South America came through Spain, the conquistadors, and English Britain, Wales, Denmark, Sweden, Scotland, Highlanders. All of that is mostly here in the wilderness of North America as the ruling class. So that's 551 years. That's dealing with that. Now, beginning Christianity began in Rome is Catholicism. So those are the Roman nations who founded the first church, and they have a Vatican. They're the one. Rome is who crucified Jesus, and the lesson said that he was seeking to redeem his people from under Roman yoke and law. And Jesus himself was of the true blood of the Canaanites and the Moabites and inhabitants of Africa. And he was seeking to give knowledge, wisdom, understanding to his people and raise them to a living perpendicular. His people in those days were of the African blood: Canaanite, Moabite, Hittite, Amorite, Cushite, that, right? So he was seeking to redeem his people in those days from the pressure that the pale-skinned nations of Europe had, on the original people. Rome crucified him according to their laws. Then Europe had peace for a long time until Muhammad I came. That's not Muhammad Abdullah ibn 1400 years ago, because he came to teach the Arabian tribes, Ishmael's children. He came to teach them, and Cush was all over the place. But mostly Cush was helping him teach the Ishmaelite tribes, because a lot of them had amalgamated and miscegenated. So they were dealing with the caste system. And that's why they say 1453 Byzantine Empire. That's Muhammad they talking about. So the holy teachings of Jesus was to the common people, to redeem them from under the great pressures of the hands of unjustness. Modern day would say the 10%, that the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor. So those who are in politics and, you know, sometimes even entertainment, because that's a form of government also, not to oppress the poor. Also, that one day the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor, and also that the lion and the lamb would be able to lay down together. That's symbolic to show and proving the sheep and the lion, which is carnivore versus docile. Like they'll say, the wolves are coming to get the sheep. Because the sheep don't know and understand, so they could easily be led in the direction that's not right and exact. So the teachings of the holy teachings of Jesus were for the common people, but it would help the rich too, when the common man would come together as one and do things as one. That could fall in any subject matter. Remember, it's only production, finance, and personnel.